Yesterday I had Axel out in the garage. I think I know what he was climbing on. I've got paw prints all over my car. He even managed to walk along the door. Cats are freaking crazy. These are for the battle van. If you can guess what they are, you get a prize. The prize is absolutely nothing. With the battle van, what we're gonna do, instead of selling it, getting rid of it, wasting it, I'm just gonna fix all the issues off camera so you guys don't have to watch the boring things. And then I'll film the fun stuff like making a roof rack, putting those on, getting a winch, that kind of stuff. And then we'll have fun with it. And yeah, but that won't be for a while. I just have to have a break from that thing. So it'll be sitting there for like a week or two before we start doing the fun stuff. But today is not about the battle van, it is about the Rally Miata. We are on a quest to make the interior of the Rally Miata race car. Yesterday we completed the first checkpoint of that quest. We flocked the dash and the door cards. Today we have a new checkpoint, making a new center console. Let me explain. Now, what was in the car currently in terms of center console, oh hey, there's a school bus in my shop. It was a stock center console that was chopped off and then I put an army box there. It looked cool, it was convenient, that stored a lot, but it was really inconvenient for any sort of spirited driving because I just whammed my elbow numerous times on that. It wasn't comfortable. I don't need the cup holders, I don't need storage now that we're going race car. So what I was going to do is I was going to buy this center console. It's like a minimalist center console that Garage Star makes. However, I'm just gonna try to make it. This thing is already cut up, so it's already worthless. So I might as well try to save myself $100 and make it myself, right? Update on the dash, it looks pretty good. It's definitely not perfect. It feels awesome. I think once it's in the car and we're sitting like this kind of thing, you won't be able to see as many of the imperfections. Who needs a workbench when you have a already ruined trunk of a Miata? So what we're gonna start off by doing, getting rid of the shift boot, all the wiring, and then start cutting stuff. Cool, so wiring is gone, shift boot is gone. I'm thinking cut here, cut there, blend the two together somehow. That looks pretty good. I like that so far. The camera died, of course, but this is what we got going. This is for the power window switch. If I didn't have power windows, I would just do a block off right here. But this also kind of like slopes down, which is nice. Now we just have to trim off some of the bottom here. And then we're going to combine it with like a plastic welder, essentially. And then body filler it, sand it down, paint it. If it looks good after that, then we're gonna paint the tombstone and the gauge cluster cover to match. 2 inches tall, so we have to make this 2 inches tall. All right, I'm liking that. So this is what we got going on right now. The two pieces are combined. I kind of built up this corner where they didn't quite fit. This is like a plastic body filler, so we can sand this down and kind of shape it up. So that's what we're gonna do. Once it cures, we'll sand it down and try to blend it all in and then paint it. But for now, we're painting all of the crappy plastic things flat black. They were already black, but they were, I don't know, the previous owner tried to paint them and like it didn't go well. So we're gonna paint this in the tombstone and the center console all the same color and it'll look great.
You gotta show you viewers what you do.
I already did.
No behind the scenes, Caleb. What are you doing?
So I went ahead and sanded it a little bit and then sprayed some black spray paint on there so I could kind of like see it a little bit more evenly. This stuff says it can be used as body filler, but the problem is that it never really hardens all the way. It's still always kind of rubbery. So it just doesn't sand very well. It doesn't get quite smooth. So what I need to do is get some sort of body filler. I'm thinking Bondo. I know you're not really supposed to use Bondo on plastic, but I figured as long as this doesn't flex very much, which it doesn't, that's just gonna be standing there, it should be okay. Bumper repair kit, which is like essentially like a plastic Bondo, or a Bondo that works on plastic. So we're gonna go over the transitions of that. There's not a lot in here, so I hope there's enough, but we'll see.
It's like you're watching a video before it's even made. And I can comment first.
Comments like a live video, it's like Twitch, right?
Yeah.
You have 2 viewers.
Thanks, guys.
Live audience. Wait, you gotta donate, dude. You gotta donate.
I don't have cat. Oh, no, I don't have it.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, there you go.
There you go.
Alright, so I sanded it up quite a bit. It's decent. I'm gonna go ahead and spray some primer on it so I can kind of see if it's good enough. The body filler for the plastic really isn't great. It still doesn't sand quite well, but we'll see. Yeah, that's pretty good. So it's the next day. The paint on the center console has dried. It's not perfect. You can definitely, yeah, it's not perfect. I definitely did not sand enough. I could have done a couple more layers of the plastic body filler. But from afar, like right here, it looks awesome. And hey, it was pretty much free, so I can't really complain. I'm gonna go ahead and put the shift boot back on and the window switch back in, and then we're good. There we go. We're not gonna put it in, obviously, because we don't have the dash in yet, and we have to do a couple of things before we put the dash in, but let me show you how it's gonna look. I love that. I think that looks so much better than that ugly tan. It obviously, everything inside will all be covered up, so you won't see any tan. Roll down my windows, right there. We're gonna have an aluminum switch panel right here with all our switches for all our things. Hydro right here, some aluminum rings around the vents. I'm gonna be putting the gauges up here on like a dash mounted gauge cluster because I don't really like them when they're in the vents. I don't know, I don't dig that. I'm really excited to get this interior back in, get the Rally Miata put back together and get it driving again. As soon as we get it driving, we can start taking it to rallycross events. I believe there's one, I think it's late April up in Shawano, which is kind of soon. I don't know if we're gonna make it to that one, and the next one is in June. 2 months apart, which sucks. There's not very many rallycross events in this area, so we'll probably end up having to travel kind of far. But that's why we got a school bus. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys did enjoy that video. Interior is pretty much ready to go back in. If you want to make a short race car center console out of your stock center console from your Miata, you can. If you put a little bit more effort into it than I did, then it'll turn out awesome, just as good as the one you can buy off the store for $100. If you do it with the amount of effort I put into it, it looks okay. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like the center console? Do you think it's pointless? Do you think it's ugly? Let me know what you think. I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, why? Why though? Because race car? I don't know. There's really no good point in deleting the center console. I just think it's gonna look cool. It's gonna add more room for the hydro and for the fire extinguisher and some other things. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you didn't enjoy the video, give it a dislike. And if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I totally appreciate that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. I'll see you next time.